Your Credit Matters segment today brought to you by Credit Sanitizer. I'm sorry, RS by, what do we have there? Our Credit Sanitizer. Okay. RSR, Your Credit Matters brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. Debt collection. Know your rights and strategies to avoid lawsuits. Debt collection can feel like a looming threat, especially when you're unsure of your rights or the timeline for legal action. We are not giving you legal advice. Got to call an attorney for that. For many homeowners and first-time home buyers, understanding how debt collectors operate and what actions they can legally take is critical to safeguarding financial well-being. If you're struggling with debt or concerned about being sued, the following guide will provide clarity on what to expect and how to protect yourself. When can a debt collector sue you? Debt collectors have the legal right to sue you if you owe a debt and haven't been making payments. However, there isn't a universal answer for how soon this can happen. It could range from a few months to over a year. Typically, collectors will try to recover the debt through other means, such as letters and phone calls, before considering legal action. One of the most important factors to be aware of is the statute of limitations, which varies by state and by the type of debt. The statute is essentially the time frame during which collectors are legally allowed to sue you over the debt. For instance, credit card debt might have a different statute of limitations than mortgage debt or auto loans. In many cases, the statute can range from 3 to 15 years, depending on the state. Once the statute of limitations expires, while the debt still exists, you can no longer be sued for it. However, paying even a small amount or acknowledging the debt could restart the clock. So it's crucial to be careful when dealing with collectors if you're unsure of the timeline. Key factors debt collectors consider before suing. Lawsuits are expensive and time-consuming, so debt collectors don't pursue them lightly. Here are some factors that influence their decision. The amount of debt. Larger debts are more likely to result in legal action because the potential recovery is worth the expense. For smaller amounts, collectors may continue trying other strategies. Age of the debt. Collectors are more likely to sue for recent debts, as older debts often have less chance of being recovered. Your location. States with more favorable legal environments for debt collectors might see quicker lawsuits. Filing fees and court costs also play a role in their decision. What to do if a debt collector sues you? If the collector sues you, it's critical to respond. Ignoring a lawsuit can lead to an automatic judgment in favor of the collector. This means they could garnish your wages or even place a lien on your home. Here's what you should do. Number one, review the lawsuit. First, verify that the debt is valid and hasn't exceeded the statute of limitations. If the debt is time barred, you have grounds to dismiss the case. Again, no legal advice here. Number two, respond promptly. You must respond to the lawsuit within the timeline specified, usually between 20 to 30 days. Not responding could lead to default judgment. Number three, the biggie, seek legal help. If you're unsure how to proceed, seek advice from an attorney experienced in debt collection law. Many states offer free legal aid services for consumers facing debt lawsuits. Number four, negotiate a settlement. In some cases, collectors are willing to settle for less than the full amount owed. Negotiating a settlement can help you avoid court and resolve the matter more quickly. Again, our friend Chris Corrales helps with that a lot. So maybe you want to have a consultation with him. How debt collection affects your credit. Debt collectors have a direct impact on your credit score, and a lawsuit can make the situation worse. If a collector wins a lawsuit, a judgment will appear on your credit report, significantly damaging your score and making future borrowing more difficult. Additionally, having an account in collections can lower your credit score for years, affecting your ability to secure loans for a mortgage, car, or other major purchases. So what are some strategies to avoid debt collections and lawsuits? Well, the best way to avoid being sued by a debt collector is to stay proactive managing your debt. Here are some strategies to consider. Open communication. If you're struggling to make payments, don't ignore the issue. Reach out to your creditor to discuss repayment plans, which can help you avoid collection altogether. Know your rights. Familiarize yourself with the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, FDCPA, which protects consumers from harassment and outlines how and when debt collectors can contact you. Monitor your credit. Regularly checking your credit report can help you spot any accounts that might be in danger of going to collections, giving you time to address them before legal action is taken. Cleanall3.com. I've told you that many, many times. Cleanall3.com gives you a real FICO report. Debt consolidation. If you have multiple debts, consolidating them into a single payment can simplify payment and help you avoid falling behind. Again, our friend Chris Corrales can help you with that. Seek professional help. If your debt feels overwhelming, consulting a financial advisor or credit counselor can give you a clearer picture of your options and help you develop a strategy to manage and reduce your debt. Just a few ideas there for you to help you. And again, there are options. There are lots of different options. Don't feel overwhelmed by all of this. Give us a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. We're happy to put you in touch with people that can help you. That's your Credit Matters segment brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. You have a credit report and it's wrong. They all are. What are you doing about it? Again, go to Credit Sanitizer. We'll put you in touch with our friends over at Blue Water Credit. They're the ones, the go-to folks. They help negotiate for some benefits on the credit reports. They'll help negotiate on a lot of different things. And they've got the relationships with all of these different services that you may not have. So again, creditsanitizer.com.